you doing today? I believe everything is fine with you. Yeah, it's another opportunity. It's another brand new. Let me not say brand new day. The day is almost ended, but we thank God for today. So, how did your day go? What did you achieve today? Has your day been productive? Well, we can only hope for a productive day. However, I just want to share some insight with us. Before I proceed, I would like you to, as you are joining, please share it with others and let them to have uh, access to this piece of information I'm about to drop. And everything I say might not be applicable to you, but at least there will be one thing that that piece of information that you can take out that you know will be applicable to you by the time I'm done with this broadcast. So that's why I invite you to join, and as you join in, share it with others, let others to join. Um, so let me just wait for some few seconds before I go into the business of the day. Okay. All right. Tonight I'll be talking about business as usual. Business. As we all know, year 2200, and then we are in the new year 2023. And we all know what happens at the end of the month of January. So that's when the tax season starts. So if you're a business owner, if you own a business, start gathering all your paperwork together and then begin to prepare yourself to file your taxes. You know, that's one of the civil responsibility of a citizen of this country is obeying the law by paying your taxes. So it could be individual or business tax. However, I want to stay on those who own businesses. So you need to start putting your papers together, you know, all your financial records through in the year 2022, put them together and then begin to prepare them. And also, you know, I would advise that you get a professional help. Don't try to, I'm not saying there are some people who can do it accurately by themselves. However, if you are not sure of how to go about it, I would advise that you employ the services of a professional who can do it right for you. If you are not sure, it's better for you to pay now so that you don't have to pay more later. Because if you try to do stuff with regards to your taxes and you don't even understand and you are not sure, but you're just compiling it and just filing it, that might be a reason for our IRS to start to audit you, and nobody wants IRS auditing you. So that's why you want to engage the services of professional to take care of those houses for you, and then your financial records too for the year 2020 to put them together, all the expenses and income, salaries, gratuities, all this stuff, all the expenses you incur in the course of running the business. You need to have a record of it so that you can use it to your own advantage. But it has been proven that majority of businesses hardly make tax return, hardly whole taxes. That's what I meant to say. If they follow the guidelines and follow the procedure. So that, like I said, I remember one of the videos I released a couple of weeks back. I was saying it that business owner are the one making a lot of the money. If you want to make money, if you want to build your financial growth, worth, own a business. So now I believe some of us must have done that. You now own a business, then so one of the ways in which you won't be financially liable to IRS is by doing your taxes correctly. There are a lot of tax code that businesses can have access to. So all you need to is to get the information, not just any information, the right information, so that you don't become liable to any debt to IRS. And these people don't joke with their money. You know, IRS is one of the institutions that I've witnessed you owing them. Let's say you are owing them like 50 cents. Hmm? They will write you a letter, post, send you a mail, and then the worth of the mail will be greater than the amount you are owing. So that's to tell you how serious they are. They don't joke with their money. So for you not to be in the bad records of IRS, just do your business paperwork, your taxes, do it right, get it right. And this year, it was a statement was released from IRS that you can start filing your taxes. I think it's on the 25th of this month. But however, all companies, if you ever work as an independent contractor, W-2s, everyone must get their 1099 W-2s latest January 31st. So as I'm speaking to you now, some of my tax documents I've received some. I'm still waiting for the order. So while you're waiting, just get stuff together, get your records together, get everything together. So by the time all the documents you're expecting, by that it comes, you just file your taxes you know, and then do what's right under the law. You don't want to get on the right bad side of the law when it comes to IRS. They can go to any land to get their money. They can. They have the power to do that. They can garnish your check. They can put a lien on your properties. So you don't want to you don't want them to do that to you. And if that happens to you, it's going to hurt you. It's going to hurt your business. So you want to make sure you get everything correctly, and then engage services of a professional. I repeat, try not to be smart. I'm not saying there are some people who can do it, who have the knowledge of how to do it. However, if you are not sure, don't try to play smart. Just engage the services of a professional. The worst that will come out of it is you will pay for the services rendered. It's better than you doing it yourself and you get audited and IRS will start going after you. So there are a lot of codes you can write off on your businesses. Okay, depending on what type of business you register on. LLC, S Corp, C Corp, sole proprietors, whatever you register your name under, whatever category your business is on, just make sure you get everything correctly. And there are uh, a lot of write-offs. I mean, you can do. You know, for instance, since you're a business owner, you can write off a lot of things, a lot, which I cannot share. However, uh, one of the major things you can write off is expenses, costs, and expenses. The cost of you running the business, wages and salaries. If the business has assets like a van, a car, stuff like that, and the car is registered under with the business name, yeah, you can write off. But there are uh, there are exceptions to it. Not like, for instance, if the car um, area I was talking about, not just any car. That your car must meet certain criteria before you can write it off on the business taxes. So you just want to make sure that you understand it, have a better understanding of how it works. You know. So another thing is another advice I would give is once you have all your documents ready, file the taxes on time. Don't wait till the last minute. As a matter of fact, if you wait till the last minute, probability of you getting someone who will take time to get your taxes filed correctly is very, very slim. Because everybody will be working towards the deadline. So my advice is As soon as you have all the documents required to file the taxes, please do. And another thing is, the earlier you file the taxes, the better the less you fall victim of all people of identity theft. You know why? Because by the time if you get your uh, tax document, you get everything on time. You know, with what's going on now, we've seen issues where data breaches here and there. If you file your taxes on time and someone else tries to use your personal information or your business information to file taxes, the system is not going to accept it twice because you already filed. Someone already filed with that information. So, to avoid being victim of identity theft, file the tax as soon as you can. You know, file it because you don't want to go through the houses of being an identity theft. You don't want to be a victim of identity theft. You know what's going to cost you to get it sorted out. So, to avoid stuff like that, my advice is file as soon as you can. And then also, um, if you own a business that if you travel, if your business requires you traveling from point A to point B, another good news to it is that the uh, IRS or government has uh, increased the amount of mileage you can deduce per mile, the amount you can deduce per mile. So they just raised it. I think it's about 0.65 cents per mile. So you want to check that too. If you have a car, if you use a car running your business, you want to make sure you have the mileage records. Yes, make sure the mileage records you have it. That you can use that as a write-off too. However, there's another thing. If you are using a car, you can only use two methods. Or you can only use one of the two methods to write off on your car. One is either you use the mileage deductions. That means the total amount of miles the car traveled for business purposes only. You can write that. You can use it to write off, or the cost of repair of the vehicle, the cost of the year. You can choose any of the two, but mind you, don't use the two together. If you do it, well, you might get more money, but that's a red flag, and that's one of the reasons why you might get holiday by the IRS. So, however, if you employ a professional will advise you and will tell you how it is. That no, you can only do one out of the two. So, don't be too greedy. Don't let your greed take the better side of you, so that you don't pay through your nose at the end of the day. So, also, you can if you have people working for you. That's another thing. For I was listening to an audio. He was saying if you have a home office, for instance, if you have a home office, you work from home, and certain area of your house is used as home office. Yes, you can make deductions from that too. So there's a lot of if you have a business, if you own a business, there's a lot of write-offs you can do legally that you will not be nobody will like want to be on your neck. So just use it to your advantage. Don't misuse it. If you misuse it, it's going to bite you later. So you want to make sure that everything is sorted out. So um, that's pretty much all I can say now. However, business, I can tell you, if you give your taxes to a professional to do the filings for you, and you use all this tax code, the probability of you making a refund to IRS is very, very, very slim. Very slim. Very, very, very slim. So make sure you use all this piece of information, and then if you know anyone that might be in need of this information, well, share it with them and let them have an understanding of how it works. And then don't forget the deadline for filing taxes is always I think April 15th. Yeah. So you have until April 15th to file. If you don't have any reason to ask for extension, don't delay it. Just do it, and then let that just get off your plate, so that you can focus on other aspect of your business that requires your utmost attention. So, as I close, file your taxes. One, engage professional to do that for you, and make use of all the necessary deductions that you can use to reduce your liability to IRS. And very optimistic that you won't regret being a business owner. If you go through the right channel, if you do everything right, if you do everything correctly, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So I would like to call it a day. Um, I'll be releasing more videos subsequently. However, subscribe to my channel. You can subscribe to my channel for more content that's relevant to businesses and career. I have my YouTube channel. I have a YouTube channel, and I also have Instagram channel. So if you want to get all this information, just go into my Facebook page. You will see all the details in there. You can join me, follow me, like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. God bless.